Hello guys, so we are going to continue discussion with respect to Python, and in this video we are going to discuss about operator overloading. Now in our previous video when we were discussing about magic methods, right? So here you will be also able to see some of the function or methods or magic methods which is called as underscore underscore equal underscore underscore. This is nothing but this is a default you can basically say this is a default method for any comparison or operational, right? So like when we say, hey, if you really want to do any comparison operation, we usually use double equal to, right? So if I want to override that particular functionality, then I have to override this particular function. Let's say I also use a lot of different operation like 1 plus 1, 2, right? So 1 is an addition operation. Now, how do I probably take this plus and override this particular operation? I will be showing you that. If I am doing 1 minus 1, so this is a subtraction operation, how we can actually override this. So that is what we are basically going to do. And along with this, we know that, okay, I also have this kind of condition, 2L is greater than 6, right? So why it is giving us true. So this is nothing but this is greater than or equal to. Can we override this particular operator also? That we will be seeing, and that is what we are going to see in this particular video, how we can perform operator overloading. Some of the best example over here is that you have this underscore underscore add underscore underscore. This nothing it does, but it adds two objects using the plus operator. Similarly, you have for subtraction, you have for multiplication, you have for true div. This is for the division operation. Then you have equal sign, compare if two objects are equal using the double equal to operator. And similarly, you have less than. You also have greater than, which you can basically use underscore underscore gt underscore underscore. Right, so that is what I'm actually going to show you each and everything over here. So underscore underscore, you can basically write it over here. So let's say if I go ahead and write underscore underscore gt, this is for the greater than, if you want to override that particular functionality. Now let me just show you over here, and we will try to overload some of the operations with respect to addition, subtraction and all. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to define my class, which is called as vector. So this is my I will just go ahead and define my class, which is nothing but vector. Now inside this vector, I will be writing my init function. So here you basically have init function. And with respect to init function, let's say I'm going to create two variables, x comma y. Now if I go ahead and write self.x is equal to x, and here I'm going to write self.y is equal to y. Okay. Now I'm going to just go ahead and add my add function over here. So let me just go ahead and use this definition add underscore underscore, and here I have to probably give two parameters, self comma other, right? So here what I'm doing, I'm just giving one more additional parameter. Now what I'm actually going to do over here is that in this addition operation, I will just change this entire operation itself. So I'll say, hey, go ahead and return, okay, vector class over here, and inside this vector class we'll give self.x, okay, plus other.x. Okay, I'm just putting some kind of operation. Okay, I'm doing some kind of operation over here, self.x, okay, not z, x plus other.x. And here what I'm actually going to do, again I'll go ahead and write self.y plus other.y. That basically means what I'm actually going to do, this other will be another vector itself, which will have x and y coordinate, and I'm just summing it up with the x that I'm actually giving and along with the y coordinate that I'm actually giving, right? So I'm just going to sum it up with respect to this particular other, right? Similarly, what I will do the same thing for let's say subtraction, for multiplication and all. So here I will go ahead and define my another function. And here you can see I'm doing subtracting over here, I'm doing subtracting over here, right? Other will be another vector. Okay, we'll see to it once we probably initialize and call the function. Now along with this, what I'm actually going to do is that I'm also going to make sure to change my equal to functionality. Okay, I'm going to overload this particular operator itself. So here with respect to equal to, I'm saying return self.x double equal to other.x and self.y double equal to other.y. It will be either true or false, okay, based on the comparison that is basically happening. And finally, to represent this entire string, we will be using underscore underscore repr, and here I'm just displaying the vector with self.x and self.y. Okay, just a simple operation, and just to show you that how I'm overriding each and everything. So finally, we go ahead and create objects of the vector class. Okay, And here we are just going to write v1 is equal to vector 2 comma 3. Okay. And then I will be going to create my vector v2, and this will be nothing but 4 comma 5. Okay. Now this is my v1 and v2 vector. Now let's see, okay, what kind of operation will basically happen. If I go ahead and write print v1 plus v2, we have already, you can see that I've already changed this plus underscore add operation, right? So if I go ahead and print it, so what is the output that I'm actually getting? See, v1 is nothing but, so here you can see that I'm adding both this, right? 2 plus 4, 6, 3 plus 5, right? So that is what I'm printing it with respect to the addition operation. So that is what is basically happening, self.x other.x. So in short, I have modified this entire functionality for the addition of vectors. That is the main purpose over here. Okay. Please make sure, that is the reason I had written initially all the code. This is nothing but I'm doing mathematical operation for vectors, which is not available right now. So I have defined my own custom one. Here what we have done, here this is one coordinate x comma y and this is the other coordinate x comma y, right? And when we do add operation, this is going to get considered, v2 is going to get considered as the other option, right? Then I'm going to take this as x and y coordinate, and this will be my other x and y coordinate. And this is what we are getting over here, and we'll be able to add those vectors, right? So next I will go ahead and write v1 minus v2. Similarly, print v1 multiplied by 3. Okay. So if I go ahead and execute it, first of all, v1 minus v2, what it is going to do? Self.x multiplied by other. So, sorry, this is multiplication. So self.x minus other.x. So we are just going to subtract it. 2 minus 4 is 2 and 3 minus 5 is minus 2. Sorry, 2 minus 4 is minus 2 and 3 minus 5 is minus 2. And here you will be able to see that with respect to multiplication operation, I am just multiplying with this particular number, v1 multiplied by 3. So I have x and y coordinate. So x multiplied by other number over here 3 and y multiplied by 3. It is nothing but 6 comma 9, right? So this is how you can entirely overload all the operators based on your assumption. You can take up different operators and definitely make sure that you try to convert them based on your vectors or based on your requirements that you like. I will also give you one more example which you can do it as your assignment. That is nothing but overloading operators for complex numbers. You can just go ahead and explore this particular code. Now it's time that you have to give some amount of time. And here we have also used TrueDiff and see what all things we are basically doing. If I talk about complex number, there will be an imaginary number. So there will be a real number, it will be an imaginary number, and based on that we have written this code. So just go ahead and explore this and let me know whether you are able to understand or not. So finally, I would like to add some conclusion saying that magic methods and operator overloading are some amazing powerful feature in Python, allowing you to completely customize the operator functionalities itself based on your application development that you really want, right? So yes, this was it from my side. I hope you like this particular video. I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Take care.